Let's just wait 1 minute and it see if more people come in the live. So someone's asking. So the topic is escapism, yeah. And basically, what I was saying is, when lockdown came, or even before lockdown, people got their escape or their coping mechanisms. How we all deal with things that's going on in our lives, yeah. And when lockdown came, there was a lot of people that their escapism was maybe with rebonding relations with people that they had broken relationships with, innit? Like, so they had to stay close with family members. People couldn't go elsewhere and whatever. And also, there was a lot of people that was bonding with people that they don't even like because mentally they can't be alone. Yeah, so, and someone asked, before I checked the sound and stuff, if escapism, is it a bad thing? And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but what we want to make sure, like, these lives, we want to be G-checking each other. So I'm G-checking myself, let's G-check each other, let's just make sure that we're all going in the right direction. So basically, when we're using methods of escapism, are we still dealing with reality? So the real stuff that's going on in our lives, yeah, are we still dealing with it? So I want it to be like an open discussion. Anyone's welcome to jump in, and like, we're going to talk about the escapes or our coping mechanisms, how we deal with things, and are we still dealing with realities, and we can share experiences. So let's go. And I'm only starting to share the live to record the live now. I'm not good at this, you know. I'm not good at this, trust me. Like, so I just started recording. Yeah, so we're talking about escapism for all those that's gonna see after we started recording. Escapism, how we deal with our escapes, our coping mechanisms, and also while we're dealing with or taking our roots of escapism, are we dealing with reality? Do you understand? Because escapism is one thing and shying away or not dealing with reality is another thing. So yeah, my people, who's wants to jump in, and hopefully we have a healthy discussion. Like, how was we dealing with our like, what methods of escapism before lockdown, during lockdown, and after lockdown? You know, a lot of people, like I was saying before I started recording, a lot of people, cause mentally some people can't cope. They needed to be with people, whether they like them or not. So everyone's character is different. Some people, they're only gonna be around people that they genuinely like. Some people, they're gonna be around people, whoever, because they can't cope being by themselves. And then, like, yeah. So let's get into it, man. Who's coming live? My sister says, learnt new skills during lockdown and there was no money coming in due to the one needing their makeup done. But what about escapism? Who wants to come and talk about, like, their escapism? Like, what's your go-to? And some escapism might be good. Some people, they might like to read. Some people, they might like to cook. They might, you know what I'm trying to say? Some people, they might do retail therapy or whatever it is, yeah? But the question is, when we use our methods of escapism, are we still dealing with reality? So who's going to be the brave first person to jump on and have some dialogue and discuss their situation, like what their escapism, what their go-to is? And let's make it clear, if anyone doesn't want to be seen from the live, don't show your face, because after, I'm probably going to post it, innit? So if you don't want to be seen or whatever, like, don't show your face, male or female, like, because we will be posting it after. So you can call and talk and you don't have to show yourself. But it's good, cool, you like having your input, saying what your escapism, but join in it. Let's have a dialogue. Let's talk about it. You get me? And someone's talking about weed. And I feel and someone else said weed just makes brothers paranoid, and I also feel like the weed as an escapism, yeah, is like it's it's like it digs a deeper hole, man. Like the brother said, you can make people paranoid, it can make people lazy and not really deal with certain things. You get me? My brother's requesting to jump in. Let's go.
Man,
Salam, my bro. What you saying, my bro?
everything good? Assalamu alaikum.
Alhamdulillah. Salam. What you saying? What you saying? Escapism. Talk to me.
Yeah. So some people use drugs, some people
Yeah,
use books. Yeah.
yeah,
But a lot of people, bro, they get lost in the internet. Do you get what I'm saying? They
yeah,
get lost on the net.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what they
yeah,
escape. Like, people don't do reality no more.
yeah,
The phone's their reality. So it's a made up reality now. So
yeah,
anyone can be the guy, anyone, like, any person can be the person. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
So I don't know, everyone's on a different thing now. The generation is mad, bro. That's what it is.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's for the net. Everyone's doing it to please something else, please other people. Do you get what I'm saying? No one really wants to do things for themselves anymore. That's what I feel. Do
yeah,
you understand?
yeah, 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 yeah. Facts, facts. And you know what it is? It's true what you're saying. And also, it's bad enough before there was peer pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
seen it,
imagine
bro.
having the whole of the internet living in your head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to keep up with everything. That's what people think. I think. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like they think, oh, we need the newest trainers, we need the newest clothes, we need
yeah,
to be with the newest things that's going on, or
yeah,
just to fit in,
yeah,
just to talk, like be relevant in a conversation with people these days.
yeah, yeah. And that's what I mean, yeah. And see, even that now, that brings us to like the reality. When we're dealing with reality, that should be us dealing with ourselves, improving our own character and who we are. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that kind of escapism, when we're watching everyone else, we're not dealing with the reality because the reality is
yeah, no,
us. But we're trying to, when people are watching the internet, they're trying to be like, live up to other people's expectations.
yeah. Other standards, not their
Yeah,
standards.
yeah. So in that case, when it's like that, it's like I can understand if we look at the internet to level up, but if we're looking at it and it's just like, oh, that person's doing that, we need to be doing this, we need to be doing that, yeah. It's that's
Yeah,
toxic, man.
yeah. No, that's what it is. It's an evil place. One minute they can love you, and one minute they'll hate you on the internet. And then
And and
where you gonna go from there then?
yeah, yeah,
So then
yeah,
then you're gonna be now you're double lost. First you thought, oh, you're gonna get some love and that from the people on the internet, but really and truly, they're laughing at your situation.
yeah. And
Do
you
you get
see
it?
what it is, bro. You see what it is like. We're on the topic of like escapism and the internet. You see it so many times, yeah. Soon as somebody's downfall happens, you see it always repeats itself.
Yeah,
Everyone,
no,
we don't need to say names, but with the downfall of everyone, people just seem to enjoy it.
yeah. They don't want to help you get up. They want to see you get yourself up.
And then when you're up, they want to see you down.
Yeah. Or if you're up, they want to be with you because you're stable now. No one wants to help you, or that's what I'm saying. Everyone's escapism that they don't know what's real.
Yeah,
It's just it's a big like facade. Like they don't know what's going on.
yeah.
Like,
And this is the thing. The sad thing is, yeah, if we don't have morals or principles, or like you're not born in a certain era, it's difficult to know better. So you see,
yeah,
the
no,
people that are born into this internet era, this is
yeah,
why it's important to have older heads, yeah, that that relay certain messages, yeah, to the youth. Because imagine the people that are born in that era, that
yeah,
that's their code. That's what they know.
Yeah,
You understand? Where it becomes dangerous because it's like they ain't seen nothing different. Like, man's seen the transition
yeah,
of from one code to another code. So man can still hold on to certain things that man's
yeah,
experienced or that man knows is better from the past. The people that are born into this, if the older heads ain't talking sense, they're gonna get lost in all of that sauce, you know.
yeah. No, 100%,
You know?
100%.
So yeah, the internet is one
Is a lot of
escape
people's
and
escape. They escape
yeah,
there. People, a lot of people, they think that they can escape on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But it's
yeah,
not. It's a
yeah,
wicked place, bro.
yeah, yeah. And you know what? Like, no matter what facade is built up on the internet by people, like you still have to come off the internet and live your real life.
Yeah, reality. You have to come back
Regardless.
to reality sometimes.
You have to. You have to. And all the time, realistically, like
Yeah, of
reality, dealing
course.
with reality is the key to life. So like we just want to just remind ourselves first and foremost and everyone that regardless of what we're doing in our 24 hours every single day, that we need to make sure that we're focusing on reality because life is moving. Do you get what I'm saying? And in the comments, someone saying reality hurts certain man. That's it's facts. Like
It's
reality does
true.
hurt
Yeah, the
people,
truth
and that's why
hurts.
people. Yeah, yeah, it's facts. It's facts. It's facts. And you know what? It's easier not to deal with it, innit?
Yeah, like someone said, oh, people try to forget about reality and take substitutes, drugs, other things. Like that's not. You're just trying to um mask it for a minute or two. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not gonna go.
Yeah,
That's not
it's
escapism. That's
temporary,
just
innit?
a substitute.
Like, but you know what it is though, bro? When we're saying like escapism, yeah, we're not even only focusing on things that actually work or are either that are only a benefit. Like we're talking about like it can be drugs or it can be good things. Like some people they actually do escape momentarily, like so they
Yeah,
might
that's what I'm saying. It's only for a brief moment though. It's not for. It's not
yeah,
forever. You're
yeah,
not forgetting about the
exactly.
situation because when you've calmed down or your highness has gone, you're back to the same square one,
Yeah,
thinking about your
yeah.
problem again.
Facts. Facts.
That's not going to help you. The
Facts.
only thing that
And
they're probably
go
sorry,
on, bro.
gone.
Go on, bro. No, you go,
No,
bro.
I was saying the only thing that will probably only help you is praying and getting closer to your Lord, bro. Other than that,
Facts.
nothing is going to help you. Nothing's going
Facts.
to help you feel some
Facts.
type of way. Not your friends, not your cousin, not your bird, no one. Like
Facts.
God can
And
help you only. Like that's if you're sincerely to Him that you're telling Him, I need help. You understand what I'm saying?
facts.
That's the only place that you're gonna find a answer. You understand what I'm saying? You might not get it straight away, but you'll see a way forward
Yeah,
from
yeah,
there. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And you know what, bro, yeah? Do you know what I want to say as well to everyone that's like faith and like people of Iman, yeah? Like, and when I
Yeah.
say Iman, people of faith, you don't have to be perfect. None of us are perfect, you understand?
Yeah,
But you're
cool.
a believer. Like when like, do you know what it was for me? We know the life, like the smoking, whatever, yeah. You see, like, look, yeah, we're here, yeah, and like there's no barrier, yeah, between us and our creator, other than sometimes what we build for ourselves. So you see,
Yeah.
for man, when you're when I realized that like when you're intoxicated, yeah, that your solar and all of these things could be nullified, yeah, like that shouldn't be the forms of it's tough and dunya's
Yeah.
hard, but that shouldn't be the forms of escape for the believers because imagine the prayer, the salah is all we got, yeah.
Yeah.
Like imagine that's all we got, bro. You know, the salah is the key
Yeah.
to Jannah, yeah, and
Yeah.
that could be ruined because man's intoxicated.
Yeah. Cool.
Whether it's
100%.
weed, alcohol, whatever it is, that's one thing, yeah, that is sticky. Imagine praying for years, yeah,
Yeah.
and Allah knows best if our salah is even accepted.
Accepted, yeah, of course.
That's a scary thing, like,
Yeah,
because if we don't have no Salah on the scales, it's like, bro, what's man got?
yeah, nah. You have to have your balance, bro. If you ain't got nothing balanced, you're mess. You're toppling over.
Yeah,
You're
so it's
going
peak, man.
down.
It's peak, it's peak, it's peak. Like, it's very, very peak. It's very, very peak. And do you know what it is? It's not to say that when people smoke or they drink and you don't feel like, you probably do feel lit. Do you understand? You probably do feel like, yeah,
Momentarily.
this is lit, this is wavy and whatever. But like the reality is, bro, like, imagine imagine this having years of Salah that could just not even be there.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
So,
so this is why it's important to focus on escape. So if that's our escapes as believers, may
yeah,
Allah make it easy for us and mean to find different escapes. Like we gotta be actively thinking like, bro, I'm taking this escape, but what about my
yeah,
deen though?
yeah, of
I'm doing
course.
this, but what about my deen though? So I'm not saying that we're
Yeah,
gonna be perfect, but let's try and at least have our salah and the basic things that we need. So let's make sure that we try and encourage each other to try and take the better escapes in it. Like my escape is not the best. My escape's music. When I
yeah.
write, it's like that's how man
You feel,
vents,
yeah, of course.
bro. Because
Yeah.
like a lot of the time, bro, man's on my
That's the way
bro.
you feel that you can express yourself.
Yeah, bro,
Like,
man's
you
man,
feel like
I
you're
spend a
getting it
lot of
out.
time on my own. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I express and vent like in that way. In it, it's not the best,
yeah,
but that's my way. That's my way. Like,
yeah, no,
how do I escape? How do I vent? And that's something that from young that I've been doing. And obviously, you just try and clean up the content and the things that you're talking
yeah,
about. But for me,
yeah,
for expressing myself, it was like a lot of the time going in the booth, venting, and through music. Do you
yeah,
know what I'm
no,
saying? So there's a lot that someone else said people sipping lean. Yeah, it's all intoxicants and ways to just escape the reality. Even in prison, when people are in there, there's people that are taking, they're not sick, there's nothing wrong with them. They're taking tramadol, Subutex, and all of these things and that, yeah.
yeah,
For the time to the school, there's people that never really, they never smoked probably. They come jail,
yeah,
they start smoking
yeah.
heroin.
You're doing spice and all of these stuff.
They're on spice. People are on heroin, bro. Like
Yeah,
bro. Sometimes you will see man because of the escape. They're locked. They're in
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah.
Like bro, you bust the door and man that you didn't even know smoke are on the foil.
It's crazy
You know what
out
I'm
there,
trying to
man.
say? Like, and that's facts. So like, and that's their way, yeah, of escaping. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's peak, man.
Yeah.
Peak, man. But love, my bro. Done,
All
man.
right, say no more. Son, I'm gonna hit you up.
Said I might say no more,
So,
my bro.
uh,
Said I. We got another. Yeah, so yeah, it's very, very deep. It's very, very deep. Very deep.
Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Like salam, my bro. How you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah, man. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, my bro.
I didn't even think you'd accept this, though.
Come on, bro. We're not bougie around here. We talk to everyone.
That's
Okay.
what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, man. How are you, though?
Come on.
How's things out there for you?
Alhamdulillah, man. How are you? How's family? Everything good?
It's good, alhamdulillah, man. Just trying to get through, innit, man? Just taking in what you're saying, obviously. From
Yeah,
ends, innit?
come
Obviously,
on.
I'm from Woolly, innit? So,
Huh?
man's just literally, I'm from Woolly Road, innit? Woolly side. So,
Oh,
obviously,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, obviously, I've known about you, just man, them from ends and that from time, but like your journey, I've seen
yeah,
it from
yeah, yeah,
time, innit? I just
yeah,
always
yeah,
just lock in and every now and then just take it in.
yeah,
But Hanji, I
yeah,
wanted to ask you though, yeah. What do you
yeah,
think? Yeah, you see when you like obviously, like I said, obviously man's from M, so I feel like your
yeah,
generation of people from just like Southwark, especially Southwark, Lewisham, Lambeth, I feel like there was a lot of despite not even because of road or anything, but there's a lot of men, like
yeah,
men, leaders, alpha
yeah,
males, a lot, like that kind of mentality. And I feel like
yeah,
that's partly because you lot had a lot of there was a bit more morals, and you lot had a lot of elders. Whereas my generation, I feel like
Yeah,
you lot, yeah, and it's not
yeah,
to your own fault or whatever, but a lot of man either went jail, left ends to go for good reasons, or wherever they
yeah,
blew up doing whatever they were doing. And then now you got a whole generation of young G's that there's no one that they're connected to. So
yeah,
already it's
yeah,
bad enough that man's like dads and that are not about or in jail or whatever.
yeah,
But the
yeah, yeah,
elders that everyone looked up to, they're just gone.
yeah.
Because I remember like
I,
being in secondary school, just hearing a bag of man gone. So like, do you feel like that helped you like a little bit, or
that it helped us being off the ends and that.
no, like not being off ends, but do you feel like having an older was there I should ask an older generation above you that kind of guided you a little bit in terms of morals or just principles?
Uh,
Do you feel like
To
you had
be
that?
to be honest with you, I don't think we did.
I think so.
I can't speak for everyone, yeah.
Yeah,
But like you always come across the odd person that's gonna tell you like that's not the right way or this or that. But I don't really think, yeah, that there was like an older generation that was active, that was really telling us right from wrong. You gotta remember, yeah, that you see a lot of people that was even the generation like above me, like older than me. Bro, a lot of
yeah.
those people was even smokers.
Mm.
You get what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
That's true.
so they had their own struggles and that, yeah. And
Yeah,
they wasn't really telling people like what's the right way. I feel like we kind of had to learn that with like hands-on experiences.
yeah,
And I feel like I was fully gone and lost, and my
yeah.
escape came through Islam.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
before that, bro, like I didn't care about life. I didn't care if, do you understand? If man, whatever happens to man,
yeah, yeah,
whatever man does
yeah,
to someone, if boy them man's doing a mad thing, I don't care about if I'm here or breathing. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah,
care.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Genuinely
trying to
wasn't
say?
thinking
But
of repercussions.
I didn't care about nothing, bro. Like, because
Oh, that's
because
mad.
I'm just in at that time in life.
Yeah,
That is your escape to let out your anger, your frustrations, and everything. And
yeah,
you're thinking at that time, bro, like when you die, yeah, it's black, finished,
yeah, yeah,
khalas, there's nothing
yeah,
after.
yeah, 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 yeah.
When you're thinking that there's no akhirah, there's no limits.
Mm,
Because you're thinking, bro, when you die, that's it, it's finished, it's the
it's
end. Like,
done, it's
so
done. But I'm
when
not
you
gonna
got your
lie,
own children,
bro. That is mad. Sorry to cut
so when,
you.
yeah,
Did you genuinely like? Obviously, I know you weren't like born Muslim and that, but like, I don't know, like because for me, obviously, I'm born like Muslim family and alhamdulillah. But even when man wasn't like practicing or nothing, I just always mad in my head. I just knew that yeah, it's not like black when you die. Like, did you not believe in
but
the concept of like
you
Jahannam and
you know what
even
it
from a
is though,
Christian
bro.
perspective?
I was gone. Honestly, bro.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
yeah, honestly, bro, yeah. See, when I was in like school days and that, yeah, bro, I promise you, like my family, they will say, yeah, Christian, and like, bro, I didn't know the difference between a Muslim, a Hindu, Sikh, like, bro, man was proper jahil, like,
okay. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
understand?
yeah.
I
You're
didn't know like,
disconnected.
oh, Islam's this is that, Sikhs this, Hindus that. Like, if you see it, if I saw an Asian them times, I think, oh, everyone's all one,
This move
it's all the
one.
same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Okay.
bro, I went to school. There was someone in the school. Man used to say Salahuddin, yeah. But when I
Mm-hmm.
know now, bro, his name's Salahuddin.
Alright.
But them times there's him. There's a Sikh with the the little baby turban,
Turban.
like
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
little
yeah.
baby ones though, with
Yeah.
the thing when you're young,
Young.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you man are all the same.
Okay.
Do you understand? So,
Yeah.
but
Ignorance, isn't it? Ignorance.
yeah. So when
Not
you
of your
grow
own
up,
fault, but yeah.
like that, and you think that, bro, when you die, that's it, finished. It's black, like you're just in the dirt, and that's it. You don't know about. You're not thinking about the soul, the this, the that. It's only like when I get older, I started to question certain things, like I'm different from other people. Like these youths in the school, I'm like, this can't be it. You start
Yeah,
asking
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. Mm,
It's like you start reconnecting with your fitra
yeah.
that you have. But because you're around Muslims, you're more entwined with your fitra. Man was
Yeah,
far from that.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's only when I become a Muslim, that's why man just made a big change, because I was thinking, now man went 100 on the road. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking, and not being a follower. That's the thing. Like I was never a
Yeah.
follower. So when I come
That's
to
what.
the team,
Sorry to cut you. That's what
yeah,
I was trying to get at when I was saying like leaders of your generation. Like I
yeah,
don't know what it was, but that I didn't see too many followers, bro.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
obviously ends how splits happened and people, and part
yeah,
of
yeah,
that reason, looking at it, I'm seeing it as man, we're just on. I'm not following no one. Whereas my generation, they're just bare follow back, bro. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think it taps into what you're saying. That's why I feel like there's this better man from your generation that I'd see reverted or came back to the deen, and I guess it taps into that. But with my generation, especially on ends like Southwark and that, man, don't obviously can't. I don't know every single person, but I don't notice it the same way, if that makes sense. Even though it's my generation.
But I feel like there wasn't like, you had to have your own journey and where you're going, because there wasn't really much to follow except for what you're seeing on road. Like there wasn't all this internet and all of that anyway. You get what I'm saying? So the
Yeah. It's true.
misguidance is even
It's
more. It's on a
deeper.
bigger
Yeah, it's
scale.
deeper. Yeah. It's true. It's true. I didn't think of that. Still, I can't lie. I didn't.
You know what I mean?
I didn't.
But we still had to be men. Like you got to remember that I come to the Dean in a time that I had my other escapes. Yeah, then I come to the Dean at a time, bruv. There was no one like in the ends that was a reaver. No one.
SubhanAllah, mad.
Like
But did
maybe
you have any man them around you that were already Muslim?
like there was like people came Muslim at around the same time, but there's like no one that I was with like on a day to day, like before I went to the can, when I come out, yeah, that yeah, they're Muslim and they're in the ends where it was like it was easy to practice. So that's why
Yeah,
you have to be like, when you find your escape and it's proper, bro, you have to be strong, bro.
wallahi, bro.
Like wallahi, like, you have to be strong, because bro, man's had so many lonely times here just trying to do the right thing, bro.
SubhanAllah. I'll be
So
real.
that's what,
I've had that stage in it. Like I feel like not really. I did, but didn't. So obviously, like your perspective is mad. Like for me, like you said, like growing up like just Muslim. Like even my cousins, you get having like Muslim cousins or Muslim brethren or whatever. I always knew that. Alright, cool. There's a deeper bond or connection there, innit? So if I ever needed to get away, I can go to
yeah,
these lot kind of thing, innit?
yeah,
Whereas for you, like, do you feel like, obviously you live in Thailand, right? In Thailand, you live in, innit?
yeah.
Did that, is that like, so what I'm trying to ask is, if you went back to that position then, yeah, that you was in, would you have told yourself move to Thailand straight away? Would you have done anything different? Or would you have done kind of?
I feel like yeah, things happen in stages for me. Like I feel like in terms of like I've had a lot of time, yeah, even from when I was young, growing up, alone.
Mm.
So my thing's like separate. I've been alone, so it's like when it's time to like step and make certain positive decisions, it's like I've been alone my whole life. Like connected but alone.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
That's mad. Still, yeah,
So
bro, I know exactly what you mean, bro.
yeah, so it's like so for me, there's always been that for me, like
Yeah,
proper road, you like different ends, different pairs, different
yeah,
people, like from young. So it's like to go to make like every time it's just been on a different scale. Like so say back in the day when we're young, I would go to ends that man people wouldn't go to, everyone would stay in the ends.
yeah.
Do you understand? So taking the extra step, that's always been me. And then traveling, people will be like, "Bro, how can you just travel on your own or do that?"
Yeah,
And it was
okay.
like
For
I've
you,
always
like,
been
I've been
doing
doing
things.
this, innit?
Yeah, I've always been doing things that man are not really doing in it. So like people will be like, "Raw, you're a soldier. How can you go like there like and just spend so much time on your own in seclusion and whatever?" And it's just like, bro,
Yeah,
my whole life has been like
like that already.
seclusion more or less, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100.
So
That's mad, still. That's mad. Yeah, man, bro. Like I said, your one is. I feel like your story is just mad. It's inspirational, bro. Alhamdulillah, like, it's inspirational. Like, may Allah make it easy for you.
I
But
mean,
obviously,
bro,
like even what you was talking about escapes, yeah. Obviously, I see you do the Muay Thai and that. When did you pick that up when you was out there, or was that back here?
here, bro.
Is it? Do you feel like that helps
Here.
mad, innit?
Huh?
Do you feel like it helps you a lot with your deen, anyways?
A lot. Like, I feel like it's important for to have a release, man.
100%,
You know what I'm saying? When you kick
100%,
pads and you punch the bag or you punch
bro.
pads and bro, you feel pleasure. Like you
Yeah.
need it. It's healthy, man.
100%. Like for me,
Healthy.
I do it in it. I go. I don't know if you've been in, but there's one gym, Oaken, in the underground. I go there. And I've been there for like 2 years now. But before that, I always
Yeah,
kicked ball. Just always been in sport and that in it. So
yeah,
I think that's probably why for me, even though I've got men them that maybe did whatever, like siblings, cousins, blah blah blah.
yeah,
Because I was always in banging ball, just chilling, da da
yeah,
da. I always just thought to myself, like, I'd listen to music or be around man, but I always just knew in my head, like, this is a play kind of thing. Like, it's not serious. You get it? I always knew, like, life gets serious in it. So
yeah,
you got to pattern up. But I think with these things, what it does do in it, discipline in it. I think
yeah,
discipline, because like, as Muslims, I think that's one of the biggest things we struggle with, bro. Like, because you meet bare man like that, bro. Some of them, they even know Arabic, they know Quran, they know verses, but there's no discipline, fam. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
man can't even. And again, I think just the generations down, it's getting watered down more and more as we go. Like,
Yeah. Everything
oh,
is.
bro, like it's mad. It's seriously mad. Like the social media, I hate being on social. You know, I hate it. Like, man, don't
Yeah,
like. I'm not into it and that. Like, but obviously, it serves a purpose. But
yeah,
I guess just the generations now. My thing is, I'm proper. As you were saying, like how this is their normal now. I'm thinking in a way, is this generation that's currently here, are they too far gone to even help? Or do you kind of just skip them and go to the next? Or do
Uh,
you still feel like you help them?
I don't think no one's too far to be gone
That's
to
true.
be
That's
helped. You
true.
know
That's
why?
true.
Because remember, the guidance is not from us; it's from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So
Mm,
you can never write off anyone.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
Bro,
true.
there's people that probably know me from before and they're surprised that they're like, raw, how did you like you change
Yeah,
your life around and this and that, yeah?
yeah,
So no one's past it. No one.
yeah.
You get
It's
what I'm
true. It's
saying?
true. It's true. 100%. 100%. You're right. I was talking about today. I was massages, didn't it? I was just literally talking about the brother. Just like, yeah, man. There's some man that they've been drinking, doing whatever, living a life for 40, 50 years. Man turn, man are 59, turn 60, they change their life around. They might die like in sujood or something, bro. You get it? That's the mercy of
And we
Allah.
know, we know, yeah, that look, the people that are on the right path, yeah, that which was written for them might overtake
Mm.
them.
Yeah,
People that's on the wrong path, that was written for them might overtake them, which will cause them, yeah, to enter either
and
the Jannah or
oh,
Jahannam, yeah.
Jahannam, yeah,
Bro, how can anyone say anyone? That's what I'm saying. Like our Deen lets us know everything. So anyone to say, oh, no one can be saved. These youths are right off. Yeah,
yeah,
like you can't say that because you're opposing what we've been taught or what we're supposed to
yeah.
do. You
It's
understand?
true. It's true. It's true. We don't write
Yeah.
the rules in terms of conditions and that. It's not up to
And this
us.
is the thing that I want people to know. When we take our escapes and that, yeah, people need to know, yeah, that you see Islam, yeah, like for all of us in it, like we're not perfect, but this is a lifestyle, yeah. So when we start taking different concepts, yeah, like and they oppose what Islam teaches us, yeah, we need to be careful because we could be making like something that is halal, yeah,
Haram.
clear text and evidence, and making it haram,
We
or
really
something
do
that's
that, bro.
haram, making it
We've been
halal.
doing that. We've been doing that, bro. That I've heard the amount of times I've heard that. Just so many things that, like, us Muslims, we just because Muslims do it, everyone we think it's halal because Muslims do it. But it's like no, it's not. Like it's really and truly, it's not. And there's certain things that are haram, no, sorry, that are halal, but we don't do it. Like with
Yeah,
sunnah, even say sunnah more so. Cause I feel like there's bad things that are sunnah, but we don't do it. We don't take it in. Innit? But I think knowledge, man. I think knowledge. I think just
yeah,
like even
knowledge
with
is
you,
good,
like
'cause
bro,
of
like
course,
when I listen to you like obviously when I was younger and that just man them that I'd listen to, one thing I'd always know, like if I'm listening to a man, even if it's music or it's Quran, whatever, you can't just be talking was in my ear. Like especially as I age, you got to be talking some sort
Yeah,
of knowledge, something that cool, I know it's haram, but
yeah.
it might benefit me in a weird way, whether
You're
it's
smart.
gems
Yeah.
or
You're
oh,
smart. Then
100%.
like yeah, but a lot of people they're not like that. But what happens in these times? I feel like this generation, and when I say generation, not even like this younger, I mean just like all of us and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
that's
yeah,
going
yeah, yeah, yeah.
on in society has made people lazy. So you see, when people are
Allah,
lazy, it's like people are takers and not givers. No one's got time to help anyone
100%.
else.
Even
So
though they're
someone
doing
would
not doing
say,
too much.
"Raw, man's good, innit? I don't care about that. Man's good." And you
Mm,
can't really have that mentality. You get me?
100%, man. It feels like even hearing what you're saying, I'm reading what someone's saying here, like how what did they say? Cut off all my friends, been through heartbreak, I chill by myself. I feel like just bare Muslims, yeah. I think like for me, what helped me find my deen, wallahi, bro, and it's unity, bro. As you're saying, like that's the biggest problem, bro. Like, fam, in we're not meant to be like men. We're meant to pray in the masajid with other men. Why? Because it's more powerful. It's 40
Yeah.
times more blessing. Like it's more powerful. Unity. We're humans. We're social. We're wired that way. We're wired. We're social beings. That's why when you put a man in solitude confinement, he goes mad. He goes absolutely crazy. When a man goes through whether it's abuse, whether it's trauma, he feels alone. That's why he has to do that because he can escape. You don't have to explain it to no one, or whatever. He's in his own little zone. But like as an ummah, we're not. Especially ends like it's not. It's there's a again that disconnect. It's not just on roads. Even in like within the masses, like there's a generation of of imams and whatnot that are cool. They're foreign or born from wherever. Then you got all the youths here. There's no connection between them. So
Bro, do you
they
know
can't
what?
relate to us, but we can't relate to them.
You know what I can honestly say, yeah? You see, once upon a time when like we became reverts, yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
like our love for the Dean, it's like nothing else surpassed that. It's like that was everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what brought the hearts together. There was people that like on site, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But like for the sake of Allah, like things was squashed, things was dead, things was buried for the right reasons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you see now, it's like it's bad. Like it's like the love for other things, yeah, have become superior. It's just like, yeah, man's
100%.
Muslim, but whatever. Like so, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Islam's not the like, it's not the main focus
It's on
now.
it's on the back burner. It's in the back seat now.
Yeah,
It's in the back
yeah,
seat now.
yeah.
Whereas really and truly, it should be a front seat thing. Like, yeah, no, 100, bro. Because obviously, when I went to college, that's when I started praying and that. And one thing is that, like, anyone in the comments just or just watching or whatever, especially if you're struggling, even if you're not, connect with other Muslims. Wallahi, that's the best thing you can do, bro. Because you need to be like, we're as Muslims, we're not on this black, white. Forget all that, brother. You're Muslim first. As long as someone's
Yeah.
Muslim, it's cool. Like, I don't care about anything else after that. You get it? Because when you connect, like, I remember just being in college, brother, there's a prayer room. Man would never used to pray, bro. When my brothers are Muslim and saying, yo, let's go pray, then go lunch, it's normal now. Whereas my
Yeah,
other brothers, not say that they're bad, they're calm. If I say that to them, they'll probably be like, cool, but that's not on their priority.
yeah,
Whereas my brothers that are Muslim, that's their priority. And then furthermore, when you're together, we all like, cool, no one follows and whatnot, but there's an element of you do what you are upon the religion of your companions. The birds of the same feather flock together. Like we know all these phrases of whatever your brothers do, you most likely will do a similar thing. So if your brothers are going to pray, going to do this, you're most likely to do that. If it's a girl and your brothers are on badness and doing something, you're more likely to. Doesn't mean you will, but you're more likely to because you're around that. I feel like
yeah.
just this, there needs to be a bigger emphasis on connecting it. Like man's obviously ends like around Old Kent. Bro, I see that the Algerian community, I see the Malis, I see this, I see that they've all got a little bit. But I feel like within like the West African, Caribbean kind of thing, we're a bit too divided for
But you know
things that
what's
are just,
what's hard though, yeah? I tell you what's
yeah.
hard though. See, as a revert, yeah. Why? Why? Obviously, it's not acceptable. Why a lot of people have like fell off or even left Islam, yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
obviously, if anyone knows like Tawheed and the fundamentals, yeah, nothing should
Yeah.
ever make you leave Islam. You understand? You
100%.
should understand
Yeah.
the difference between Islam and the Ummah, like the people, yeah. But
Yes.
a lot of
Facts.
people that are reverts, yeah, like myself, bro, yeah, bro, it's like man don't feel accepted. in most places, bro. Do you understand? Because it's like your revert, yeah, even amongst certain black brothers, man
Yeah.
might not be accepted, yeah.
SubhanAllah.
Against
SubhanAllah.
with Arabs, man might not be
Yeah, bro, we
accepted.
know how it goes. We know how it
Asians, man
goes.
not accepted.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
a lot of brothers, yeah, like they might even want to get married. They end up going back to the roads, bro.
100. Bro, I can, like, not in my experience, but from just other stories of hearing, like, so many stories, that is the thing that seems to keep on coming up. And more so with you lot's generation. I think more so with you lot's generation. I think with my generation, there was, because we, I guess people, you lot, there's things you lot did and experienced and witnessed that we were able to learn from vicarious. So we didn't have to go for it to learn. We could just see you lot and then learn from there. But like in terms of feeling accepted, that's a big one because I think I have got brethren that are reverts in it, and for them, like obviously I look at them with a bit of envy in a mad way. Hear me out, because we have sins are forgiven, bro. Like as long as you fully commit, and I'm jealous of that. You get it? Whereas for me, I'm like, I'm poor Muslim, bro. Man did stuff that I'm like, oh, I have to repent for that still. I don't know if it's going to be forgiven. I don't know. Whereas you lot, you have a clean start. I know obviously in like Islamically, you're kind of a baby. So you're learning as you're going, but I guess you still have that mercy and you're older, you're not young. Whereas when I was younger, you're still making those mistakes naturally, whether or not you're on your deen. So with that, I'm very like, that's why I'm proper like, I'm always fascinated to hear what made reverts come into Islam. I used to always watch the thing, Roadside to Islam. I used to always watch a bear, like, because I always want to know, like, what is it that you felt in your heart? Like, is it when you're young? Some people, like, when they were
Yeah.
two, or you hear mad stories of, yeah, I went to this place, I met this person 5 years ago, and I saw them. So I think just within that, as Muslims, we definitely need to do that to be more inclusive of everyone, innit? I think just yeah, man. But also speak as well, man. I think reverts need to speak more, but we need to make them comfortable to speak because, again,
Yeah.
like you said,
But bro,
if man's not being feeling welcome,
sometimes you speak, but people need to offer opportunities as well. It's all good speaking, yeah, but
like what?
changes need to get made as well.
Like what? What do you feel
Like,
would have like you would have wanted?
okay, there's reverts, yeah, that even when it comes to job opportunities and stuff, like
Mm.
you understand, like even working, there's people that it's all good saying come off the road, but when people come off,
Mm.
then what is
What's
the
gonna
community?
happen? Yeah. 100%, 100%,
You
100%.
understand? So at the end of the day, okay, cool, we're all on our own individual journey, but at the end of the day, we're
Yeah.
a ummah.
Oh my, yeah, we're united. That's
You
what keeps us
understand? So
together,
it's not
bro.
about someone has a struggle and you just think, oh, that's that person's struggle or whatever. Do you understand? People, how many, for example, bro, how many sisters and brothers of opposite ethnicities or whatever, yeah, are boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that is an escape. Marriage, it's an
Yeah,
escape from
yeah,
haram.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
escape. But that they've made the halal, yeah,
Hard.
easy and the haram difficult.
Yeah.
Sorry, they made the haram. They made
Reverse,
the
yeah,
haram
haram
easy,
easy and
yeah,
the halal
and
difficult. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
halal difficult.
Yeah, wallahi, bro, I see it, bro. I see it with my generation. I got a couple brothers that I'm 22 in it, so man's
Yeah.
still young, like, alhamdulillah. But I got brothers that are married already for like some in a year, some two. I got brothers that had separated,
But look at
and then I
this.
got brothers gone.
You're young, so the reason, so there's gonna be people that's like a bit older than me, yeah, that's gonna be old enough, yeah, to be your dad. So that's why it's different because the mentality, yeah, inshallah, is different in it. Where it's gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
man, man's not watching color.
yeah, yeah.
Do you understand? Whereas
100.
the people that's like the second generation,
Yeah,
maybe their mentality is mad, isn't it?
yeah. 100%. No.
Yeah.
That's a like I said again. There's things that obviously my brother was late 20s in it, so he's like old again, older generation. So I'm my older cousins, like oldest on my block. I always pre their, I'd look at their challenges and whatever they did, whatever mistakes or choices they made. I'd try and work out why, because obviously everything's for a reason. Either they don't care or
Yeah.
you try to do something, and like you said, whether it's job, whether it's like I remember my brother and my cousins and that when they finished the GCs, they're all going west trying to get jobs. They couldn't get nothing. Couldn't get nothing. They're
Yeah.
taking their CV to hand in it. But when I finished school, within, I think I started college in September. By the end of September, I had a job. So
Yeah,
for me, like little things like that, but I'm conscious of that. That was for me, innit? And Allah read that
yeah,
for me. Not everyone
yeah,
has that. So I'm like, okay, cool. What can I do to try and make it easier for other people? But like
yeah,
you said, I think just that generation, just the troubles, I
yeah,
guess, and opportunities, whether it's jobs. I think that's just community, full stop. I think like even as Muslims, like we need to be more. When I go east, I like big up the brothers in that in east, like the Asian community. They're massive. That I see when I
yeah,
go around White Temple, I see the masses. I see even they got schools, bruv. I see they got the shops. They got this. They got that. I'm thinking, wow, this is how comes we ain't got this on ends. You go Woolly
yeah,
Road, you ain't got man that got their shops here. Like you go Pecs, you don't have that same thing. So I guess we need to
yeah,
be bigger on that, man. Just be more emphasis on that.
yeah. I just feel like we just all of us, yeah, we all need to just support each other. You get me?
100,
Like that's
man.
what we need to
100.
do, man.
A
But
100, bro.
I love
A
my bro
100,
for
bro.
coming up on
Hey,
that, man.
so hey, last question.
Yeah, go on, my brother.
We need that nostalgia part two, bro. We
Yeah,
need nostalgia
bruv, you know
two,
what it
bro.
is. You know
We
what
need
it
a
is.
two. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
getting me through Ramadan and that, you know.
yeah.
For the last three Ramadans, I need number two, bro.
Say no more. We're gonna see we see what happens in it.
Inshallah,
Yeah.
inshallah, man. Hey,
Alright, my
assalamu
brother.
alaikum, bro. Take care, man.
I'll take care of yourself, bro. Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Alright. And this is what I'm saying, man. It's a beautiful thing. We're trying to just bridge the gap, you know. The little young brothers, you get me? Come on, man. Yeah, man. Escapism, and reality. Where's the next request? Where's the next request? Couple more minutes, and we're gonna jump off. Read some of the comments. And let's have it right. It's not everyone. There is good people from like all different backgrounds and ethnicities. So it's not everyone. There's some beautiful people, but we just all need to be one, man, and not see no race, no color, like none of that should become before faith. You get me? I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. If there's no other requests, then we'll just work with what we got for today. And yeah, I'll just inshallah do the next live at the same time next weekend, because it was peak. The last time I done the live at that mad time, it was peak. Someone said not everyone in the Ummah is perfect. No one in the Ummah is perfect. None of us, nobody. There's no such thing as perfection. But yeah, alhamdulillah, man, we just gotta be focused and just try and just benefit each other, man, and just G check each other, not to be lazy. Like in these times we become lazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So all of these other stuff, it just makes us lazy. Whether we're using our phones and they've got spell check. Life is like that now. It's just everything is just done for us. It's all fast tracked. And you get what I'm trying to say? And when it comes to real life and reality, there's no cutting corners, there's no shortcuts. Do you get what I'm saying? We can't cheat the grind. So yeah, there's no more requests, I don't think. So I'm gonna jump off the live, but give us a slight advice on how to be more do you know, this is just basically just open discussion. I can't really say like we need to do this and we need to do that, but what I would say is that prayer is definitely a key thing, no matter how cliche it sounds. Just trust me, just keep praying. Don't forget the prayer. And when you do take escapes, whatever they are, just try not to take the escapes that block us and our creator, i.e., like for me, intoxicants and things like that. When I just realized that, you know what, I could be praying and the prayer is all I've got, and my prayer could be blocked if I'm drinking or smoking. Like before, when I knew that, like as becoming a Muslim, that was it. Khalas. I was thinking, that's it. I need my prayer. Do you get what I'm saying? I need my prayer. So yeah, we all got shortcomings, but imagine having your prayer and you don't even know if it's accepted. That's peak. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, just try and just stay clean, not intoxicated, and whatever you go through, just pray, man. Just pray. Stay focused and pray. And yeah, and just try and focus on the realities. So whatever our real problems, our real issues, try and deal with them and go to the root of the problem. Like, what's the root of it? When we go to the root of the problem, then we're actually dealing with the situation. Do you understand? Everything's got layers, everything's got roots. A tree has branches or whatever, but if you're just popping off the branches or the leaves and you're not dealing with the root of the problem, then it's not gonna stop growing, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, foundation, principles, morals, like all of these things are words that to people that don't want to action things, it's scary, innit? Like you talk about principles, it's like, you talk about foundations, it's like, you talk about morals, do you get what I'm trying to say? But these are the things that are gonna make us level up in life, innit? When we're doing business and other things, yeah, we're gonna have to focus on morals, principles. Same like family life, same being a husband, same being a wife, same being a mom, same being a dad, yeah, same being a brother or sister, whatever. Like it's all about morals, principles, and foundations. So in this time where society is trying to just make us forget about the importance of all of these things, we have to keep focus and just know that, there's morals, principles, foundations to everything, and we always need to focus on the root of situations. You get me? So hopefully there's been a little bit of benefit today. To get me, I would have liked for you to share more of your experiences and what you are actually saying on the topic of escapism. But I know there's a time difference in it, so a lot of people probably running up and down, and they might not catch the live until later, innit? So yeah, I'm gonna try and build up my YouTube channel, you guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna pin it quickly. I want you to go subscribe and that. Yeah, I'm just gonna be putting stuff on there. So yeah, every week just probably upload certain little things from the gym, certain music videos or certain things that I'm doing or whatever. I'll just upload onto the YouTube channel. So yeah, my people, go subscribe, and yeah, big up for all the support, everyone that's been ordering the Dirt to Dean products. You get me? People was asking for hats, now they come. People been ordering, and yeah, there's a matching tee that goes with it. Dirt to Dean badge here, Dirt to Dean on the back. Do you get me? You know, like the micro material. So anyone that's like doing the gym or just want a little thing to this function, and yeah, we got them. So holla. You get me? You done know, my people. Them big up yourself, peace and love for everyone coming through. You get me? You done know.